hope you're not too busy to listen to our stories. We hope you like them all and you don't find them boring. And are you shitting me? Blah! Something we need to address immediately is the fact that we've been off for a little while.
Well, and before this gets aired, it'll be a while.
It'll be before anybody hears this one.
Sorry. So an apology
is in order.
I'm not apologizing.
I'm not either. Fuck you guys. But yeah, so it's been a minute. We have been recording episodes.
Yeah.
We've been stockpiling them. We just haven't had time to put them out. And everything should be changing here soon. A new employment situation put me out of state.
Yeah.
Literally, which has been fucking interesting. But before we talk about any of that, what were you guys talking about earlier? With like sums and ads and what are you talking
all I'm talking about is how you reference a number of, like, say, people.
Right.
When you say I have some people coming over, I mean that's an accurate number for me. That means 3.
Yeah.
That means 3 to me.
I figure like 4 or 5.
Some. I just picture how many close friends I have coming over at the time. So
Well, that's true.
Well, a couple is 2.
Right? Yeah, that much we can all agree on, right?
Yeah.
2.
A sum, if you guys say like could be 4 or like a handful,
But
then what is a few?
A few's 3.
Yeah.
A few is 4.
How's that?
How's that? In the math not. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, a couple is 2.
Okay.
Some is 3.
Okay.
And few is 4. And I just made this up, but it makes sense. But a grip is 5. Because you can't get a full grip without your 5 fingers. You know what I mean?
There was a grip of heads there.
Right.
There was at least 5.
At least.
Is that a mathematical term? A grip?
No, I just made. I just made that up.
This is Truesdale math.
Truesdale math.
Truesdale math. But
it makes the most sense.
But since I was a child, I always
picture.
I don't know who taught me this, but some is 3.
Okay.
And few is 4. It's a very, like, accurate term.
Yeah.
I thought.
When you put it out there like that,
but when I'm talking to everybody else, like, they're like, well, I tell them, go get me some,
whatever.
Whatever, some bolts, and they bring back like
some shots of tequila,
30 of them.
Find a big old.
I'm like, well, fucking.
This is.
I only needed 2. I said some just to make sure you brought it
more than 2.
Extra.
A little an overabundance.
Right.
But yeah.
But that's how. I mean.
What made you think of that tonight or right now?
Well, that's always on my mind. Math, you're always on my mind.
Math, you're like really, really good at math. It's fucking nuts. What if I just throw a couple numbers at you?
I'm good at simple math.
29 plus 45. What is it? 29 plus 45.
29, 45, 74. Thinking I've been drinking.
Wait. No, you're right. It is.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7. It is 74. That's amazing.
I've been drinking.
So, like, what about darts? Like, you don't have to fuck around. You don't have to worry about darts when you're playing, like...
No, I could count.
I can't. Like, I can't. I like, the basic division throws me off. I'm always counting on my fingers. Always.
And the more complicated math gets, you can always solve it with simple mathematics. It may take longer.
Yes.
You can reduce it further and further down.
You have more steps.
But if you have different, different tricks of, different brains, different tricks.
Right. No, you're right. When do you think we're going to get rain?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, you think?
2 o'clock in the morning.
When no one's awake.
That's what happened at my house.
That's what happened when we were camping. We were like, everybody was up drinking all night, playing darts and playing guitar. And we were like, all right, time for bed. Yeah. Like, dude, you motherfuckers. Like, God damn it.
We got some rain like, what, a week ago, love?
Yeah, it was last Tuesday, wasn't it?
Yeah. It rained pretty good over at my place, but
yeah, my place
didn't say anything about
down.
a block down the road though.
I woke Rachel up because I was on the couch and I woke her up and she was in the bed and it's like, hey, it's It's raining.
Yeah, it's such a big deal for us out here.
And dude, she didn't. No, she got up and we went outside,
investigated.
dude, and we're like,
It's rare.
Oh, it's so rare.
I asked Abby, is that thunder? And she's like, no, that's not. She's like, oh, that was thunder. I'm like,
Yeah,
Well,
that
look,
sound of thunder is so
when your
fucking
dogs
scary.
Everyone
jump
goes
on
out
you
front, dude.
and like crawl all over you, won't leave your side.
Your dogs?
Yeah, my dogs.
Mine don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
My
mine don't
dogs
give a fuck either.
fucking hate.
Nor does the
thunder.
cat.
When's the last time you guys had a sandwich from the Mount Graham Market?
Probably 2 years ago.
6
2
months
years ago. Jesus Christ.
Maybe not 6
You just
months
blow
ago?
by that fucking gas station every time you go up the mountain?
Yeah, it's expensive, man.
I don't give a fuck. It's good.
It's
I guess
so
it's about the
fucking-
same price as anything,
Anything else you're going to fucking pay for, dude. But they've been lately fucking throwing it
Dude,
thick.
try the burritos.
Yeah, I
They're
have.
fucking good.
My friend Claire was visiting last week from Detroit. Well, she's actually from Mexico, but then ended up in Detroit. She's actually from Mexico and ended up in Santa Cruz and then in Detroit. She's one of those that gets around, like travels and whatnot.
Gets around.
I wasn't going to say that. You caught me.
damn.
You caught it coming halfway out of my mouth. I stopped it. You fucking said something. God damn
How
it.
come I didn't meet her?
I tried really hard for everybody
Didn't
to
get
meet her.
that
Yeah,
much around. I
yeah
guess.
well, I said, hey, everybody. My friend's coming down. We're going to go camping.
And you're like, oh, it's just a family thing.
I didn't say that at all.
You said that to me privately.
I did not.
You
I said,
did.
let's go. I said it's a small thing.
This last weekend.
Yeah.
Like a couple days ago.
Yeah. Thursday of last week.
So I didn't even ask
Oh,
because I
shit.
was gonna fucking like.
Were you really going to come?
I was thinking about taking a day off, but
Y-
you're like,
whenever-
that's just gonna be me and the family.
Oh yeah, when I say that you don't have to worry about it, you don't have to come. Then he's coming out. Yeah. Dude, yeah. Were you really going to make it?
I was really thinking about taking a day off, but I didn't know which day you went. I
Oh,
figured you would go Friday.
No, yeah, we ended up going through. No, she was traveling again. She's on her way to Utah. But I just wanted to show her where we've been camping lately, where you gone. So I just took her
Oh,
up
you
there.
took her up to Large
Yeah.
Rock.
Large Rock. The fucking lamest name in the They couldn't think of anything else. All these other.
Everyone
Well-
wants that area though.
It's beautiful.
Well,
There's
that
4 people
place
that
was named
go
in
down
the
it.
20s, I bet. You know what I mean?
yeah, but so is Aravipa. And you know what I mean?
Well,
Cool ass names.
what
They
else
could've
would
come-
Large rock.
Yeah, we come across large.
They
rock.
didn't have the word huge back then.
They didn't have huge rock. So I just had a large rock. But anyhow, we on our way up there, we stopped at that fucking Mount Graham Market,
Oh yeah.
and we got sandwich.
Good
Dude,
shit.
there was so much fucking meat and like good shit on there.
Last time I seen a sandwich, it
No.
had like
Have you guys
2
been to-
fucking inches
Have
of
you been to
meat
Bertho's
in it.
lately?
Yeah,
Them are horrible, bro.
dude, they're small. They're little burros, and
Yeah.
the price has gone up, and the fucking size has gone down.
Depressing.
It is depressing. I don't like it.
It's just like my dick services.
The price goes up, and
Size
the
goes down. You
Yeah.
get what you get. Don't throw a fit.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I mean?
Jason's. He has it on business cards. Purple Acorn Productions.
Everybody's wearing it down, man.
You run it down to a nub.
Wasn't much to work with
No,
in the
no.
first place. But
Like a button on a fur coat.
A fur coat, dude. That's how anybody describes Jason's dick. Well, you can either describe as a little purple acorn on top of a hairy beanbag or a button on a fur coat. I don't know. Really, it's,
you're gonna see it hard one day, and
Oh,
your
God.
jaw's gonna drop, man.
seriously. No,
And there's gonna be a dick going in.
Yep, my fault. I've been asking for it. Yeah, I've been asking for it for some time. I've depanced him once in a Mexican restaurant, and then once while everybody was camping at Aravipa, actually, of all places. I just
Been
went
more
there.
than that.
No, that was it. That was it.
No, we were at the pool last summer.
Where at
At
your?
the in-laws. Right down the road.
And I pulled his pants down.
Yeah, we were all.
See, he does.
Anytime you get a chance, got you good, you fucker.
Just recently, he let up because
I'm getting older, dude. It's just
because
yeah, I'm maturing. Dude, Jason, do you remember like you were like super drunk and you went down that water slide and it looked like that slide was gonna come off the fucking hinges, dude? It reminded me of a fucking polar bear at the zoo that goes down a slide and stuff. Like maybe
it felt like it did.
the zoologists weren't done building the fucking slide yet. It was like boom. Holy shit.
And that I believe I was actually weighing over 200 at that time.
Yeah, you've
too.
lost a lot of weight, man.
Uh,
Yeah. I've seen you step off that diving board too, and it almost fucked your knee up. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
Well,
hey, that water was hot though. Remember that day?
It was.
It's like October.
It was hot, but it was not as hot as fucking out. Like
yeah, as I was outside of the pool. But yeah, that was really warm.
So when
weather.
you got out of it, you're like,
ask me about my job.
What's about your job?
hey, so tell me about Colorado.
Well, dude, actually, Colorado fucking sucks. Like,
Sorry to hurt your feelings.
like the Rockies are beautiful. They're amazing. Like when you see the Rockies, like sometimes I get in the morning, I'm like, Jesus, this is like a postcard. It's so beautiful. It's hard to take in, but it's all fucked up because the people that live there are so fucking stupid. Did I tell you what happened to me at the bank the other day? Did you read my Facebook post?
No.
I'm in line at the fucking bank, right?
Oh, my stomach.
No.
That's the one.
That's the one. I'm in
one.
line at the fucking bank. It's like 4:00 in the afternoon. There's everybody look. You know what? If I murdered somebody, if I was white and had a beard, or you, and I murdered somebody, I would just go get a fucking what are they? Outbacks, the Subaru. Go get a fucking.
No, you want to fucking.
No. This is how you're gonna get away with murder. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah, with the vape pen.
No, get a fucking Subaru. Put a bunch of stupid ass stickers on that don't mean fucking shit. Put a kayak on top of that fucking bitch and go to Denver. You will blend the fucking. There's billions of you guys out there. There's trillions of you.
Lots of white people.
Dude, white people with beards.
White folks.
Oh, and you have to have a North Face jacket on too.
Oh yeah.
Because they'd be able to pick you out if you didn't have that on.
So you got to be like a hipster kind of.
It's the fucking worst. So this guy, just like,
I'm gonna shave now that you said that.
no, don't do that.
No.
There's no need for that. Don't do that.
I'm growing mine back. So
your beard doesn't make you hip.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, what makes you hip is who you are. Like, those guys, they're fucking wearing everything they wear. They all drive. They
Try to be like me.
Yeah, they are trying to be like you.
Trying to
But
be
no,
like
they
me.
vape though. They have the vape pen.
You know the irony of what
yeah.
you know
They
the
don't
irony
smoke
of
cigarettes like real men.
of what you just said is how much truth there is behind that. Because all these guys drive around and they dress like they're working class, like they have a skill, and they fucking don't. So they are trying to be like you. You know, these hipsters are trying to be they're trying to be Jasons.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's understandable.
But I'm in line at the bank, right? And I'm like, oh, miserable. I'm just like trying to. I just can't handle that much people around me all the time. I've grown past that. And I'm in line at the fucking bank, and there's some dude who looks just like everybody else in a fucking North Face jacket and his fucking beard and his fucking trail pants. You know, they have those, and there's boots.
Wet and dry.
Yeah, exactly. So this, and he's like, the whole entire time he's got like flat palm on his stomach, like he's making noises. I'm like, yeah, like he just feels. You can tell he feels uncomfortable, which is fine. That happens to everybody, right? Yeah. So I'm not judging that. But right when he gets up to the teller, you know, he's the next in line, and the teller's like, "Are you okay?" And he says, "My tummy hurts." And I was like, oh, I never wanted to drill somebody so hard in the fucking nose. Like,
He literally said,
yeah, my tummy hurts. Just
"Can you be my mommy?"
get me fucking home now, dude. I can't handle one more fucking day of this shit.
I need $35 and some Pepto, please. Please give me some Pepto.
Can I have $2 in quarters in Pepto, please? He was. I was like, God.
It's not a supermarket, sir.
I was so irritated because it's everywhere though.
Well, that's how it is up there. Though.
Yeah, they've completely destroyed that fucking mountain. Completely, just like Portland. They destroy communities. They fucking destroy them. You talk to people that are from that fucking mountain, and they're like, dude, this is not what this mountain used to be like.
Yeah.
Used to be a bunch of working class people up here. It used to be we used to mine copper and, you know, whatever. They mine gold. He said everybody moved in, and, oh, dude, the cost of living up there.
Oh, yeah, outrageous. Fucking outrageous up there.
I pay for groceries for just myself, right? For this new job. I go for a week and I stay in this hotel. Oh, I got to tell you about this guy. Hold on. Oh, dude, it's fucking wild.
Roommate?
Yeah, did I tell you about him?
Up the mountain.
Did I tell you about the guy?
You got a roommate?
You had a roommate.
Oh, no.
The one that quit?
Yeah, did I tell you about how he knocked on my door?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We don't got to tell that story. But I will. I will tell.
Do it.
So, yeah.
One more time.
Yeah, one more time for the fucking road. So I'm up there in Dillon, Colorado. Isn't that the fucking most ironic? Yeah, I stay in a place called Dillon, Colorado, and it's my favorite part about the whole entire Rockies. The rest of it can go to hell. But just the Dillon call I like because of the name. But oh, it's beautiful. There's a big lake up there. But anyhow, I like hanging around Dillon because it's pretty. But in my hotel, I'm in the hotel. The company I work for kind of just rents out this whole fucking wing for us specifically, right? So like it's all these not construction workers, but like mechanics and it's a bunch of copper miners just staying in this one wing of this fucking hotel. And I didn't know anybody on my I didn't really want to know anybody either. I was kind of trying to keep it to myself, trying to lay low and
just do your time.
Except that it kind of reminded me of,
you get to that age.
Yeah, you do get to that age where it's work release. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I may as well, because I mean, and there's some really fucking awesome people up there. And if they're listening to this on what, like I love them. I love a lot of people I work with. This guy fucking creeped me out, dude. I'll never forget. Like getting a phone call from a complete stranger is weird enough on its own anymore these days. Would you agree with me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you don't know somebody and you get a fucking phone call and it doesn't say potential spam, you know what I mean? It's just like this phone number was like from San Antonio, Texas, and I answer like, "Hello." He's like, "Hey, it's Esteban." So it's this guy, Esteban. He's an all right guy. I'm not gonna fucking shit on him on my show, but like I will say that first night creeped me out because I don't know him.
Very first night.
It was he was the first night that
he slept on his back.
Dude, but I got to knock on the door like this. Well, first he calls me and he asks me if I want to go out to dinner.
Sounds like a hooker knocking.
Who's this? So I got to fucking I got to
get my dick sucked. Yeah.
That's a hooker's knock if I've ever heard one. And it's some fucking Mexican dude standing there in the hallway like, God damn, talk about disappointment.
Well, a dude, he'd be like,
boom. Yeah, fucking hammer fist. Right. No, it was like a little dainty knock. But
are you awake?
My tummy hurts. So this fucking
just lay on your belly, I'll help you out.
So this fucking guy, well, I told him that I didn't want to fucking go out to dinner politely. Like, I'm not trying to, no thank you. On top of the fact that it fucking costs an arm and a leg to eat out there.
Really?
Like, I was just going to say real quick before I continue on the story that to just buy myself groceries for myself. And I'm not talking like luxurious. I get like some Cliff Bars, some grapes, apples, oranges, and like sandwich shit. We're talking like $140, dude, for just me. That's not including soda. I don't get the high-end shit. It's not like I'm getting Doritos and like just whatever. Well, they have the family brand.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with
There's nothing, but you know what I found out about that? You know what do they call it? Family Value? What's the name of the something like that at Walmart? Did you know that's specifically for Walmart?
Yeah.
Did you know that fucking brand of shit? It's just the excess of whatever the name brands couldn't sell. It's the same fucking thing.
No.
Just like all their cereal.
Yeah, it's all those big giant bashes.
Bashes has the same thing,
Yeah, bashes too. I love bashes. I love bashes so much more than Walmart.
I do.
Bashes is Safeway.
Yeah. Yeah, Safeway's a little more expensive. Yeah.
A lot of people that live where I live are like, "Oh, fuck bashes." I'm like, dude, I have no complaints.
Yeah,
the bashes up there and down here is different.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but when that's all you got, it's probably not as appealing.
Still,
I know plenty of people drive fucking the 2 hours, hour up, hour back.
Yeah, I was at Roper's Lake and I met a guy that he's from Windmill, New Mexico, right on the boot hill of the state.
Okay.
And he said that, like once a week he just drives all the way out here to go to Walmart. Yeah.
3 ice
and
chests, big old ice
he stops at Roper's on the way out to swim. Like, and before he gets back in his hot ass car, I guess he's telling me. What a miserable drive, dude. But anyhow, so this fucking guy, he calls me he asked me if I wanted to go out to eat. Just the more I say it, the more gay it sounds. Cause like, not that it matters, I'm not saying, but it felt a little flamboyant.
But you slept on your back that night, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I could, and
if you're listening, Esteban, it's okay.
Esteban.
It's Esteban.
Escobar. No, he's a good guy, but he did fucking knock on my. So after I hang up the phone, it was like maybe 2 hours later, I get that knock.
2 hours later,
it was like,
"Hey, I went out to eat."
Yeah, I'm all done eating and I'm horny now.
You want my leftovers?
No, he didn't even say that. This is what this guy fucking said. This is weird. He says, "I know this is going to sound weird, but can I come into your room and look at your phone, your landline phone?" And I said, Dude, this is how people get murdered. This is how people get fucking stabbed. Because I said, yeah. I said, come break the threshold of my door and come in here and let me shut the door.
Well, he was your mentor, so, you know.
Nah, dude.
Was he your mentor?
Yeah, at this point
So
he
he was your mentor.
You have to say yes.
I mean, do I though? Do I though?
He's your mentor.
Yeah.
He's your mentor.
I mean,
But where it got weird is that he came in the fact that I didn't really know this guy, the fact that I'm in my underwear, the fact that I'm in this hotel room alone with a stranger.
he's like, oh, he's more prepared than I thought.
Yeah, he's like, ooh. he's been waiting for me, obviously. Is he fucking did like the cholo squat?
waiting.
You know what I mean? Like he's taking
Elbows
a photo.
up,
Yeah,
side
elbows
to
up,
side.
like done like a cholo squat right between the two beds in front of the telephone and just fucking stares at it. Doesn't say a word. I had to break the silence. Said it.
He's just looking at it.
Yeah, so there's nothing being said. And I finally had to go. So what are we doing here? He says, I broke my own phone, so I'm just trying to see what a not broken phone looks like, and so I can, when I fix mine, I can make it look like yours. He said, this ain't gonna work anyways, and he got up and he fucking walked out the room.
I bet he stole some underwear from you before he left.
He may have.
You know how much those phones got to cost?
It's a landline phone. How much you
Yeah.
think a landline phone?
20, those phones
Those
they got
are
are
like
like
$40.
yeah,
Are they?
yeah,
if that.
max.
Where are you thinking buying old? Because have you ever noticed those phones always look like they've been smoked on? Because like
Well, they probably have.
they're always like that
No,
off white, like like almost like a yellow, like
Yeah.
they've been around cigarette smoke for a long time.
I'm sure they get them from Costco or something by the fucking pallet
eBay.
load. By the pallet load.
By the pallet load of used fucking landline phones, dude.
Just Lysol it and it'd be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard, but like, so in that town up the road, there's another hotel that's like, so the hotel I stay at's not that bad. In fact, I think it's really pretty, but you never know who you're gonna run into. There's just either a bunch of fucking like let me take the fucking out in front of that. There's a bunch of Mexicans that are like, they can't speak much English, and fucking extremely wealthy white people. Like there's no in between. But I wanted to tell you guys this story real quick before. So
Let's hear it.
I was flying in last week into Denver, and there was a fucking hell of a thunderstorm, just fucking marinating. You know what I mean? Over the city of Denver. And we're coming in from Tucson, and I could see it from a distance. I'm looking out the window, like everybody's got their windows open. And I'm looking, and I'm like, "Oh, there's a storm! There's a storm a brewing."
Good brewing.
Yeah.
You got to where you could actually look out the window while you're flying.
Yeah.
huh?
No, yeah, I'm to that point now, but
Alright.
it doesn't make it any better. I'm always crying. But,
You don't drink it all up?
oh, that's the only way I can do it, dude.
Oh, fuck.
I have to fucking drink tequila. So I have to fucking sneak shooters of tequila onto the plane with me. And after I do that, every stewardess tells me the same thing. You're not supposed to do that. As I'm taking a fucking swig, like, oh well, it's either I become your problem and start rolling around this aisle crying, or I get drunk and listen to the Beastie
let it
Boys.
happen,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's up to you. Like whatever, it's your fucking call. You want me to
We're
get
30,000 feet in the air. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking roll around right now. I'm gonna whip my dick out and roll around in the fucking aisle. Tears in my eyes. Hey, did you guys see that footage of that lady that fucking
Yes,
flipped
yeah.
out over the fucking
It's
shape
not
shift?
real.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think about that? Honestly, what do you
Well-
think? What that's your
Well, I mean, she looked pretty.
hot?
Oh, yeah. But, like, she was losing it.
Well, and that's the thing, dude. People see things, but
How much did she drink?
I've
or
Yeah.
smoke
I've
or
seen a
whatever?
couple videos too, and you know, from what I hear, man, this guy was just he. From what I hear, is he told her he was a Mason,
I heard this too. Okay,
and after that, she flipped out on him because she was asking about his tattoos.
right.
You know, and after she flipped out on him, he just fucking.
So are you talking about the
he was-
TikTok video of the guy explaining his side? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I haven't seen him explaining his side at all. But
Oh, I seen a TikTok video of this. Exactly what you're saying.
yeah, okay. So I've been talking to the right people. And,
Right.
all right, but I have seen another video where this guy's was sitting across from him. You know,
I've seen that one too.
And he
Right.
and he says, "Oh, he blinked at me like,
Sideways.
Yeah,
That-
he
it's a-
winked at me
Sideways.
and shit.
But you know,
And you know, I mean,
Bah, bah. So, but let me ask you this though. So, like anybody could say, I can start a video and say I was on that flight and that was me. You know what I mean? Anybody can say that.
Right.
So, like, really, what the only thing that makes me uncomfortable about that lady and her reaction was the sincerity in her voice.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's the only thing. Everything else, like, well,
that was weird, but
and she doesn't seem intoxicated.
to me, she didn't. I've seen. I see drunk people all the time.
I know what
You
intoxicated.
hang out with drunk people.
You have a drink at the bar. Goddamn, I get
wasn't
drunk before I go to the fucking airport, and then I have drinks at the
but maybe
bar.
she wasn't intoxicated by like alcohol or.
Maybe she's stressed out. Maybe she, because good-looking people have undiagnosed fucking issues
Well,
too.
and-
You don't got to be
look at
ugly
me.
to be schizophrenic.
and you get pulled into certain wormholes, with
Right.
the internet,
Right.
and it plays with your psyche a lot,
Right.
Like we live in a dangerous time
AI
with
What do you guys think?
technology.
AI is fucking
AI,
creeping me out right
fuck
now.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So I mean, I believe she believed.
Okay, I like that. You
Okay.
believe that she believes that
Right.
she. Okay,
Right.
all right, I'm on board with that.
Okay.
So we're-
and I mean, what I saw from just the footage that was taken, the guy didn't want to be seen.
Yeah.
Right.
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah, in that in that same cut of footage of just her, you never see
Nah,
who she's talking
you didn't
to.
even see his face.
Right, and then all of a sudden, all these people, like, everyone starts popping up, like, "Oh, it was me! It was me!" How can we trust fucking anything?
Yeah.
But anyhow, on this flight, it was me. On this fucking, we're flying. Yeah, we're flying from Tucson to Denver, and the storm's brewing, right? And the fucking pilot is like, "So we're gonna have to circle, Denver a few times and wait for the storm to clear for us to get clearance to land into Denver International." And it's just a one-sided conversation. You know what I mean? They say what they got to say to you, and they fucking cut it, and they lock their fucking door. So you're not talking. They just say what they got to fucking say. And he was so fucking nonchalant about it. He's like, "Should we run out of fuel? We'll land in Albuquerque. There's nothing to worry about, folks." Like, if we got enough fuel, you don't use words like "if." When you know what I mean? Like, don't use that fucking word with me. I'm already scared. I don't got enough fucking Jose Cuervo in my backpack to get me through this, man. Like I said, I'm gonna become everybody's problem. You know what I mean? Because I've done it before.
Ifs and buts, man.
Dude, I don't want to hear I don't want variables on this. Like,
Ifs and
You wanna
buts
know.
for candies
I want to know:
and
are we
nuts.
landing in Denver? Or are we going to Albuquerque? I don't give a fuck, so long as I'm on the ground. So, he's like, "We're just circling Denver, right? I can see downtown Denver. We're just like fucking circling." He's like, "Okay, folks, we've just got clearance to land here in Denver
Looks
International.
like we got an opening.
We'll
in
be
the clouds."
landing in about 10 to 15 minutes. Welcome to Denver. Thank you for flying Southwest Airlines." I'm like, "Dude, you sound too calm to be flying into a storm right now." So we go fucking
He
nose.
had fuel.
Yeah, he had a few. We're speaking the same language, you know what I mean? Because at this time, I've been drinking for fucking hours. I'm just chugging fucking Jose Cuervo Silver in little shooters, right? Yeah, I go to the fucking liquor store before every flight, and I just fucking buy a handful of them.
How do you get them through
I
security?
put them in a fucking little sleeve, and every time I feel like I'm gonna get caught, and they never catch. They never say shit, dude. And every time I'm like, okay, this is gonna be the time. The fucking jig is up. They're not gonna let me through this time. And no, they fucking never give a fuck. And I feel like TSA is like, that's Southwest Airlines problem. That's not my fucking problem.
Once he's on, we're good.
Exactly.
Once we're on.
So anyhow, we start flying into Denver, right? So we start making this nosedive. And everyone's got their windows open, and we start flying this really dark cloud, condensed cloud, and it gets fucking dark in the cabin. I was like, ooh, dude, it was fucking weird. Well, we hit like a pocket of air, and we drop. It felt like 10 feet. Just the back end. Whoom, I could feel like shit, like my stomach.
Floating.
Yeah, and I look, and there's all these like, they put me in the back with all these like immigrants. Like,
Put that brown guy in the back.
yeah, it's almost like they don't think I'm.
They pre-screen.
Yeah, exactly.
Sanchez
Clearly, he needs to go
In
in
the back.
Well, and I don't know what's happening. I don't want to get political, obviously, and so we do sometimes. But like, something's happening. I notice on every flight I've been in where there's always like 2 or 3 immigrant families. I'm assuming immigrant. I don't want to, but like families that are not English speaking from Latin America. and they always got like a trash bag full of clothes. You know what I mean? Like they're never like Samsonite. You know,
Samsonite.
yeah, with their fucking brochure of what to do in San Diego. Like it seemed like they're just put on whatever the fuck they could, like while they're running out the door.
Just get on the plane.
Yeah, get on the fucking plane. Yeah, the dad's and like has one sandal on and one fucking running shoe.
His
Like
wife's fucking slipper. Let's go.
these people look very underprepared.
Normal.
But I will say they look very, very happy. You know what I mean? So whatever and I could be playing this all up in my head, but it seemed like they've escaped something maybe.
Yeah.
So but anyhow, so I'm in the back, and at this time, like, there's a fucking shitload of them. None of them can speak English. I can't really speak Spanish. Certainly not the Spanish they're speaking, you know? So, like...
Ecuadorian.
Yeah, it's like... It's Spanish. They all speak Spanish, except for, like, down by Brazil, they get into, like, Portuguese. But anyhow, like, it gets different, you know? But we hit this fucking pocket. Oh, I felt everything. And everybody around me starts doing the cross. And they start, this woman's got a kid on her tit. The kid looks old enough. He's looking me square in the eye with his
3 years
beard.
old.
Yeah,
He's got a beard. He's
got a fucking tit in his mouth, looking me square in the eye.
Cookies in your pocket.
Like, we're about to fucking die right now, man. I just took a good old look. You know, like whatever. Like, you know, me and this kid, we just locked eyes for just a second when we lost that fucking. It felt like we lost control for a second, right? But I was so drunk, dude. I didn't care. Like I just like
take me.
Yeah, this is it.
So this is what it's like to be American. You ready?
Yeah, this is the country I live in.
Welcome to America.
And I thought, like, you know, these people all seem really nice and good-hearted. Like, what a good company to die in. You know, you could die in. I always think about I talked about this before, but I was thinking about the people who get stomped to death at Walmart and Black Friday sales. You know what I mean? Could you imagine that being your?
But I'd like to die in company that is worse off than me. Not worse off, but worse than me. You know what I mean? Because when you all go up to the gates of heaven,
right?
I mean, I'm sure he's judging in a roundabout way of like, well, these guys are.
Oh, you want to be the best.
Yeah.
I'm certainly the worst amongst that group. You know what I mean? Those people have probably all been praying and like doing their, you know what I mean? And here I am fucking chugging tequila, listening to the Beastie Boys. Yeah. And those fucking 12 people in that back section, I was like, unless there was a pedophile amongst us, you know what I mean? Like, I was at the fucking bottom, dude. I got some. Yeah, Americans are always the worst. You know what I mean? These people are just yeah, they're so fucking thankful just to be, you know, flying and escaping whatever they're escaping. And there's me.
Probably their first flight ever too, and they're like.
And I'm like, oh shit, I don't got no fucking service. How am I supposed to listen to Beastie Boys with no service?
My screen's not working.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I talk to you for a second?
My tummy hurts.
My tummy.
Where's my peanuts?
Dude, it's so fucking crazy. Every time I'm in the air. And on the way back from one time from Denver to Tucson, we're coming in, and it's a red eye. So I'm getting in, like, it's probably like 1 a.m, midnight or so. I can't remember, but we're coming in, and I'm always drunk on these flights because I was getting my little stash of Cuervo Silver, you know, like. But we're coming in, and I always listen to the Beastie Boys. Or like East Coast hip hop, so it's like Wu-Tang Clan. I don't know why it soothes me so much, but it does. But we're like,
try a little Led Zeppelin.
Yeah. Oh man, no, dude, I'm good. I just listen to like some East Coast hip hop. But I'm coming in, we're flying in, and I'm noticing, like, as I got my headphones in and I'm looking around, everybody's like in a panic almost. Like, we're coming. I could tell we've dropped. You know, feet. We're
descending.
We're descending, and I can see the lights of Tucson. But I'm noticing like everyone's kind of like panicking a little bit, right? And I'm like, so right when I take out my earbuds, I hear like it was like these people next to me. It looked like they're going to the gym show there at the U of A. You know, those fuckers always have a look. Yeah. You know, the guy's always got like a top hat. He always thinks he's cool, or you know, there's always some. They have a look. But you know, so this guy, he sat next to me, and he's like, we're coming in too fast. And right when I took out my earbuds, we hit barked them, dude. Bart! And there was so much of a jolt that fucking bags were coming out of.
Oh, fuck that.
Well, when you're that drunk, you just don't care, dude. I don't know. Shoot me out of a cannon.
We're already on the ground.
Yeah, what's gonna happen? The only thing I don't want to happen is I don't want to be bathed in jet fuel, running around. You know what I mean? Just
set on fire.
Yeah. Broken legs, broken limbs. You know, I'd rather die.
Well, if you start to ignite, it'd be quick.
You think so?
It's really quick because you inhale inhale the flames and it burns your fucking lungs right
That sound
away.
like Led Zeppelin lyrics.
It's fucking
Inhale the
It's-
flames.
it's so quick, dude. People like Hollywood over
How do you know
exaggerates.
this? I'm asking you seriously. This sounds cool. How do you know?
It's
Just common sense.
it's science, man.
Facts.
It's facts. It's
Yeah.
you once you inhale that shit, dude, your lungs are fried.
Yeah.
You cannot
You
breathe.
just
You're
suffocate.
done.
That's it.
I
So
hear
I'm-
it's quicker than drowning.
I'm worrying
I
about
hear
nothing.
drowning is more terrifying.
Yeah.
So I'm worrying about nothing then.
Drowning to me is more terrifying.
No. What I'm saying. That's what I'm not saying I don't have anything to worry. I'm not taking this podcast like it's the Bible. I'll be like, I don't have to worry about anything.
No.
The worst would be to be in a plane crash over the ocean.
Yeah, I think about that all
That
the
would be
time.
the
Let's
worst
fly
for
to
me.
Hawaii.
Yeah, I flew that when I flew to Ireland. All I could think about is how much water's underneath me.
That would be the worst.
Me too. And they
Just
talk about
scary.
like they just say how like the ocean's just monster stew. It's true. But you know what I heard about that fucking blue horse? So that fucking blue horse, there were these guys
At the airport.
yeah,
Airport.
Yeah.
at the airport. So at the airport, and when you're leaving Denver, either way, Denver airport's only one way in, one way out. It's not like Sky Harbor where it's got all these different, veins that reach. Like it's just one way in, one way out. And when you're in between the two ongoing and incoming traffic,
Here comes your rain.
there's a fucking blue horse, a giant blue horse. It makes no fuck with glowing red eyes.
Yeah.
Like, and so when they pick me up and take me to Dylan, or they bring me back from Dylan, it's always a bunch of us. Ooh, I got to tell you about this guy's broken dick. You guys are gonna love this story. Well,
Let's talk about the horse.
so so this guy is telling. So I always sit up front with the shuttle drivers, right? Because they're typically from that area, and they have a lot to say. So I'm like, I always ask them like, where are you from? What do you do? How long you been here? And so I always ask them what they know about the Denver airport. And this guy said the most fucked up story. It's so fucked up that I almost didn't want to tell the story, but it was too nuts to not tell it, right?
Not that nuts.
Not that nuts. So this fucking
Were they Walmart nuts?
when they were building that fucking horse, because the horse is in itself up on its hind legs, right?
Yeah.
Well, when they're building that thing, the architect that was building it, and he was sculpting it and making it, the head fucking came off that horse and fucking crushed that fucking guy in broad daylight in front of all that traffic.
That's horrible.
And then they decided to go through with it anyways and keep on building it.
Yeah.
And then they decided, let's give it glowing red eyes for good measure. It just killed a man.
That's his soul that lights up in my eyes.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. That's pretty fucked up, but yeah.
They have some fucked up shit.
What do you know about Denver Airport?
Well, I hear there's a lot of their.
Portal?
The underground
Yeah. Well, there's a
Dude,
facility under there. Allegedly.
miles of fucking underground.
What's it hosting?
Fucking huge.
It's all for
Huge.
presidential.
Presidential? What does it host though? Like, what is it? Where does it?
No,
go?
it's for. It's supposed to be for the end times. Okay, that's going to be one of their major.
For who though?
Well,
Presidential.
not us.
Well, yeah,
bro.
certainly not. None
Did
of
you
it's
hear
for
about
us.
the satellite phones they all just got like 2 weeks ago?
Who?
Yeah.
All the everyone in presidential some runs. Everyone gets one.
Yeah, everybody got new cell phones. But
No, they're satellite phones.
Satellite phones.
Oh,
This
yeah.
ain't no cell phone. Shit goes down. We ain't got no cell phone.
Oh, yeah, we're
we
fine.
can send smoke signals.
It's a pretty big facility, and it's made like to hold down a nuclear blast.
But why didn't they? Why wouldn't they do this at DC Airport or like where
Well,
they all live?
who's to say they didn't? This is like within the last 30 years
Yeah.
that this airport has became like a hub.
Yeah, big hub.
A really big hub. So they got them at
All of them?
I'm sure a lot of them.
Do they connect underground? You think?
Well, imagine.
Well, they have miles and miles and like I've been told thousands of miles of underground systems
Yeah.
that and they're not planning on saving any of us.
No. Anyone that's
No,
important,
no,
that is
no.
not us.
This is just for the important people that they feel are important at the time.
Right. That's fucking nuts.
It's not you, bro.
No, I know it's not me. I seen that there's, but
I mean, maybe me.
no, buddy, you're not making that list either.
I drink too much.
Yeah, you're
I'll drink them out of their scotch in fucking a
I'm
week.
taking that guy. But so
Drank 3 years of scotch in 1 week.
What's next?
you know what? I always heard about gargoyles, right? They always talk about gargoyles in this airport, and I said that's full. That's so much shit. Why would they put gargoyles in an airport? The first thing I fucking seen down by the conveyor belts was a goddamn gargoyle perched up on a fucking pillar, staring at people getting their fucking bags.
Isn't that crazy?
Hey, you know what's fucking mind blowing though? I think about this. Like how much trouble is it to get on a fucking airplane? How many different sources of ID do you got to show? You got to take off. It's all this song and dance, right? You got to take off your fucking socks. You got to. But when you
Spread your
land,
butt cheeks.
Yeah.
I mean,
Butthole scan.
we've all been there.
That's his butthole. That's for sure.
But when you land, anybody can get anybody's bag.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's nobody there to check out and make sure that.
I mean, they're supposed to be, but I mean, most of the time they're on break.
Take whatever you want.
Yeah, I think about that all the time, man. What if I just took this bag right now?
Like Dylan
I got here first. You know,
That's what I think. That's what I think happened to Dylan Mulvaney is he just chose the wrong bag.
every time you guys say Dylan Mulvaney, I always think about the comedian John Mulaney, and I was like, I always get him confused. But Dylan Mulvaney's the fucking boy girl that
Bud
sunk
Light.
Bud Light.
Yeah.
What happened to Bud Light?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We talked about this briefly on our on one of these episodes. I don't know if we ever made the cut, but
Probably hasn't aired yet.
and I don't think it's gonna. I don't think I was gonna see the light of day. But we just got a little out of line, but it's okay. But I was thinking about like that everybody kind of lost their mind on Bud Light, and Bud Light's disgusting, so I don't fucking drink it anyways. But
Yeah, I just drank it because that's what was there.
yeah,
I ran out.
Yeah, no,
ran out
I'll
of beer
never.
and he-
No, Bud Light Lime I can drink.
Fuck
I like Bud Light Lime.
that. Just drink
But
Dos
that's
Equis.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go with Dos Equis. But anymore, I just like fucking Jose Cuervo. It fucking does the trick. It's amazing, dude. It's amazing.
Yeah, the spirits are wild, man.
Yeah, they can do, and I don't get like hung over with fucking Cuervo.
You find the right spirit,
Jameson.
match your
Now Jameson,
soul.
it'll-
Jameson or Woodford.
Woodford.
Woodford is bomb.
What the hell's Woodford?
It's like a top shelf.
Top shelf.
You
Top
know,
shelf.
if I'm gonna go
It's good as
for
fuck.
Is
for
it?
Sip,
certain,
not just shot.
Yeah, right.
if I was gonna go for my last shot, it'd probably be Maker's Mark, man.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Maker's Mark is
And I'll
fucking
tell you,
crazy.
it's
It makes me crazy.
it's a good one.
Remember whenever we went to go see the Lost Dog Street Band in Tucson, and we went into that upscale fucking like whiskey bar. It was a whiskey bar, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we're like,
It's like Crown. I think I asked for Crown.
And they laughed at
the
you.
guy laughed. He laughed. Zach and Jason were like, "Do you guys have any peach Crown?" The guy's like, "Pfft, "No."
No. And he's all like showing us all this shit, and I'm like, well, fucking, what would you recommend then?
No,
Well,
he
it
got it
doesn't
in.
taste like shit.
Yeah, I thought whatever we drank was really good.
this shit fucking
Oh, they're
was
all
like a
smooth,
good
like when you go to
bourbon,
the-
dude.
Yeah, it was nice.
And but I was like, well, it wasn't worth what we paid for it.
Oh yeah,
like-
I don't even know what we walked out paying there. I don't even know what it was. I know it's a lot.
I
It's
think
like
I
drinking
paid
Jack
that bill. It
Daniels.
was like $80 for like,
3 shots.
yeah, it was.
So whatever that is, I can't even do that math. What's 80 divided by 3? I don't know. 30, 25.
It's like,
that's it.
well, with the tip
27.
and all.
Yeah.
So
27.5. I don't know.
Something
But,
like that.
but that's expensive for just one
but
fucking
we went
shot.
down there and they laughed at us. And, like, we that was the finest of fines for us simple folk.
Yeah, for us working class.
And
We're like,
they're
yeah,
like-
we'll have some of your best.
We didn't bring a cigar.
We'll have the very, very best.
It was
We
great.
brought Marlboros.
I was like, well, then give me something good, man. Fucking give us something smoother.
And he
then.
did. And he did.
And he did.
All the shots I took at the venue too. Have you ever been to that venue in Tucson? Was it Hotel Congress?
Oh, yeah, we stayed by there.
Yeah, very historical building.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. I got shit faced on that fucking back porch. I don't remember going home.
We went and saw
Yeah.
Pokey Lafargue up there, up in Tucson.
Who?
Me and Abby saw Pokey Lafargue.
Who's Pucky Lafart?
Pokey Lafart.
Who's that?
Oh, he's like old school, 30, but he's.
You poke him and he farts.
Is he an artist? Does he sing?
He sings.
Pokey Lafart. I've never heard of him.
Oh, well, I'll pull him up. And you look him at.
Real quick though. But when we left that show, I don't remember going home. I don't remember. All I remember, did we stop in a Mexican restaurant and I sang in Spanish?
Yeah, you sang in Spanish, dude, and I've never heard you sing in Spanish.
I was having a good fucking time.
Well, fuck, everybody was, man.
And then we ended up, but I don't remember. Now I don't know if we've told that story or not on the show. How we lost you and you almost got fucking mugged by a bunch of homeless people.
I think we did. I think it was.
You never heard this story?
Episode 3 or so.
Well, we can retell it, especially because Matt's never heard it. You've never heard this about how we ended up, dude. Shit faced, like, dude.
So we all get back to the hotel. We've been bar hopping.
No. This is Tucson.
This is well, we were in downtown Tucson all night.
Yeah.
Fucking just bar hopping, and we went to the show. He's the only one that fucking watched the show
from beginning to end.
Me, Lauren, and Zach, and
that was it.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it.
We were all fucking drinking like hard on the fucking. At the bar,
they didn't make it past the bar. They didn't get to the crowd. They got to the bar, and that's where
we got to the back of the crowd once, and we're like, man, let's
keep on drinking.
Let's go back to the bar, dude. We fucking got so fucked up, and then we got back to the hotel, right? But it's like 1 a.m. or something,
hammered.
And we get back to this hotel, which this hotel, okay, first of all, we paid for 2 little twin beds that were in a room. They're like an 8x8.
We literally have a picture of us standing on in the room.
The staircase,
dude. It was like some Harry Potter shit, dude. They stuffed us underneath the fucking stair. But
I couldn't even get out of this place without climbing out of a wall, dude. I had to climb over a fucking wall to go down the street.
Yeah, we all wanted Carl's Jr. because we drove by Carl's Jr. and we're drunk. Like, let's get some Carl's Jr. Jason is the only one that had the gumption to go for it. But it was like we were like in a it was like being locked down. We couldn't get out of this fucking property. So Jason just jumped the goddamn wall.
So I went and I walked up and the fucking front doors were closed, but the drive-through was open, right? So I go to the drive-through window and I'm like. Knocking on the window because I'm on foot, you know.
I'm hungry.
Yeah,
and I'm half a mile away from the fucking hotel.
A half mile?
Yeah.
You fucking hoofed it, dude.
It was a bad part of town. I found out this.
Yeah.
I found this out.
It was South Tucson.
Tent City.
South Tucson.
Yes.
And this is why it was drive-through only. And
yeah, so they don't get robbed.
And I've seen homeless motherfuckers all around this, and I was like, I was gonna buy some extra food for them too.
Oh, dude,
you know,
fucking raped you, dude.
No, well,
it'd have been a
I was
kitchen.
that was my intentions. All right, and these motherfuckers told me at the drive-through window, you have to be in a vehicle, sir.
I am.
Like, like. I want some fucking food. I walked here because I'm intoxicated. You guys are
you're saving lives.
Yeah. Like this is ridiculous. Like I have money. I have
I was waving money around in South Tucson.
And they still denied me. So
asking for it.
So I'm like, all right. So I'm asking them. I'm like, well, where the hell where's the nearest place I could buy something on foot, you know? And they're like, oh, it's just right down there under that crossover and then fucking to that gas station.
Yeah, Circle K. So we were reduced.
And there I go. And as I'm going under this crossover, dude, this guy's like,
hey.
Yeah, like, no, seriously, yeah. He says,
passes me, dude, with his shopping cart, you know, full of shit, and looking at me. I'm like, bah. I still got my spunk up, you know. I'm going, and then I
kitchen.
This is fucking it might be in the boys.
I get to this fucking 7-Eleven or whatever.
It was a Circle K.
It was a Circle K.
It's a rough Circle K, dude.
And I'm comfortable at a Circle K because that's what I got at my house, right?
No, these are his people.
As I'm going in, like I noticed shady characters going in around the same time.
Yeah.
And I go in and I get my stuff, and I just get a whole bunch of fucking like $2 like sandwiches off.
Oh, you got a giant bag of like the sandwiches.
Like, I got like a whole fucking handful of shit, right?
The Circle K
And
typical, they will eat.
And I go up. I go up to the register, and there's a black fella in front of me, and he's like, "Man, I don't have enough. Can you get me a quarter milk?
Oh,
you know?"
good. Never mind, you're good.
And he tells me.
Somebody hollering.
Yeah, Zach would like a shout out.
Zach Espinosa or Zach? Oh, what's up, Zach? Your son's asking, what up, Zach?
Hey, Zach.
He's
Let me-
been blowing up your TikTok.
But he asked me, he's like, turns around, he's at the register, it's like, "Man, can you get me a fucking quarter milk? Buy me a quarter milk?" I was like, "Yeah, go ahead, man. I'll buy all your shit, man." He had like $15 worth of shit, you know. I was like, "I'll buy all your shit." So he comes back with a quarter milk and like a donut or something too. You know, like,
He's not going to sleep on that opportunity.
"Hey, I'm gonna make friends with the black man."
You know what I'm gonna walk out of here.
Support you out of this motherfucker.
He's got to know the fucking people around here.
So, but I got 2 fucking vatos behind me.
Hey,
He's
we
like-
want some burritos.
There's a United Nations meeting up in that bitch, dude. He was trying to
man. So I was like, oh shit. At that point, I was like, fuck, dude. I'm looking out and I'm looking at the people outside. I'm paying for
Uncomfortable
everything
as
here.
got a pack of smokes.
Oh. So I go outside, and immediately when I go outside, I fucking see a guy on the fucking curb, fucking looking back at me like
yeah.
this.
Around, yeah.
And,
Look out.
and I've got a guy here and a guy here, just and fucking. I'm like, oh shit! I'm about to get robbed.
And raped.
We don't know how far it would have gone. You could have.
It would have gone. It would have
So
gone.
I stay in the Circle K window lights up against the windows, and I make the call.
Zach and Levi, come help.
I am over at this place right here, and
I don't know what's gonna happen.
They ain't gonna get me.
there's a lot of
They ain't gonna
there's a
get
lot
me.
of people around me.
I'm
I don't know what's going to happen, but you guys gotta come fucking save me right now.
here's-
I expected them to drive up and fucking pick me up.
No,
No,
Wolf's
fuck
down there.
no.
we walked down.
So I'm waiting a while,
He's
right?
waiting for his chariot.
Yeah, here comes the homies. You guys better fucking count your
10 minutes goes by, and I already get bummed like 3 cigarettes, and a old guy with a fucking cart fucking comes by, like pushing it slowly, and I'm like, "Hey man," I said, "This is a pretty bad neighborhood, ain't it?" And he's all like, and just fucking just nudge
My
me up.
neighborhood, dude.
He's all like, "You're my bitch." Pretty
said that
much.
to you?
No,
Oh,
no.
damn.
That's like, this is his fucking.
Can I ask you? I always
network
want to know
of-
though, like what happened to that gallon of milk? Did they just drink it, or what do they need?
No, that guy disappeared.
Oh, he wasn't even
It was all
far
these white shady character
It's
motherfuckers.
never the minorities, always the white.
No,
folks.
dude.
I just like. So what
No, the
happens?
minority set
Us
it up,
white
but
folk.
the
The
white
minority
people,
set it up. Are gonna fall
This
through
this was obviously, they were scared as me.
organized crime. So what happened?
So
Oh, I know what happens, but I wanted to tell him.
So from that point,
yeah.
I get a hold of you guys. You guys start your trip, but I didn't know you were walking. And then they ended up walking the wrong direction.
So and this is where I want to say this part.
Okay.
This part that tripped me out because I was like, me and Zach were on like we were on like detail. We're like, fuck, dude, our buddy's about to get beat up. If he's gonna get beat up, we're gonna get beat up
Taking
with
his milk.
Yeah, we got milk, Jason.
After I contacted them, I started walking right away. And underneath that underpass
Well,
was the scaredest I've ever been in my life.
We jumped.
dude.
Me and Zach jumped the wall, and we were so fucking. We're all jumping out of the fuck over the wall like it's Alcatraz, dude. Like there wasn't a front door to this fucking place, dude.
We had to jump back
You
in.
had to
too.
take-
We jumped back in when we, but anyway, we we jumped out, and I remember like losing my footing and my ass hitting the sidewalk all hard. Like I was like, ugh, and I was like, come on, man, our friend needs us. So we're fucking walking, and I'm walking the wrong direction. And Jason messages me. He says, hey, you're going the wrong way. And I'm like, well, he's got to be out here. He sees us. So then I'm like, looking
on GPS.
He's got me on GPS. So I don't know what the fuck was happening.
Right after the Vegas trip.
Yeah, so everybody's keeping track of each other. That part tripped me out. But go on, and then you walked down the bridge, and then you were scary, and then.
Well, yeah, right after I walked under the bridge, man, like I passed it. One of the fucking white guys that were
gonna get your ass.
Yeah, like I was like, man. Holy shit! I'm like getting ready to get stabbed and shit. Like I'm getting ready.
I was picturing like the first 48.
And then I keep fucking walking, and I keep turning around, dude. Keep turning around. Yeah, exactly, dude. I had to act like a crazy man for a while.
I'm one of you guys.
My milk.
Think you're gonna get this shit?
Yeah.
No, this is my bag of sandwiches.
and dude, and this is the worst part about for me was that like I thought the whole entire time he was gone. The longer he's gone, I was like, he probably went to some Mexican restaurant. He's got a bag full of burros. That's because he's gone for so long. So like we finally meet up. We're super excited. He's like, oh, I love you. And he's like, I got you guys some food. And I pulled out a fucking
all Circle K sandwiches.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
and
was it moldy?
But
no,
guess what?
just
it was him and Zach. All right, and I bought like 6 of those bastards. These guys ate 4. All right there on the fucking spot.
Worst story.
If I'm gonna get beat to death, it's gonna be with the full belly, dude.
And I was like, you guys are eating my whole stash right now.
Dude, the
You know what I
calories
went through?
You had to jump a goddamn wall to get out of these sandwiches. But then we all got back, and we had to jump the wall together in unison over the wall. I don't even remember how we got out of there. They must have like these gates, right, or something.
Yeah.
How do they?
They're automatically, but to automobiles or something.
Yeah,
man,
you can't walk out by. I don't know. I look for that hotel from time to time, and I never see it.
And at a certain time, I think you gotta like press and
remember they had their own
or something.
They had a bar in their lobby too.
Yeah,
remember?
but they closed down like when we
That was
got back.
fun
They were way closed.
Yeah, everything was
9:30. We're done.
Yeah, we get back at fucking midnight. It's like it's not 2 yet. What the fuck?
Seriously, dude. Oh, I wanted to ask you guys. Are we done with that story?
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard that story. Have you heard that story?
Not that one.
Oh, okay.
Not Mike's Stew Kitchen. No.
Mike D and the boys. That soup kitchen, dude.
It was bad, dude.
It was
bad.
fucking nuts. I remember waking up the next morning, like thinking, like, I'm really glad we're all alive in here.
I was the scaredest I've been in
some
a long time,
yeah.
and I'll stand up to a bear. You know what I mean? Like,
but a physical beating's like it's you can't. It's when it's gonna happen, you can feel it.
Yeah.
It's coming, and I remember feeling that. I remember feeling like, dude, we're gonna get our asses handed to us by like this army of homeless people in their shopping carts. Because in downtown Tucson, when I was a kid, there's a spot to skate downtown called the Blocks, right? And there was this. I remember one time I fucking ate shit skating, and it was like we were there like midnight, and I ate shit, and I fucking yelled like ah. And all these homeless people in the bushes got up like, well, you're waking us up. And it startled me a little bit. And it was like 2 weeks later, I heard a story about a kid that was skating through downtown to that area, and a fucking guy cornered him. And he said, this is my fucking part of downtown, and stabbed him with a fucking HIV infected needle. Yeah. Killed the kid, ended up dying.
Yeah.
And the homeless guy ended up going to fucking jail for the rest of his
I would have
life.
bought them all fucking sandwiches, dude. That's the thing. I would have bought them all sandwiches.
Well,
You know?
I don't think. But are you talking about that kid to get out of that situation? Or you just
all them
well, he was just skateboarding through downtown.
Well, no, I'm
He didn't
saying
have
in
a
my
back full of-
situation.
Oh, your situation.
I don't give
yeah.
a fuck about that kid.
Well,
God damn.
Ain't my kid. Ain't me.
well, I guess that's all that matters. I'm sure the kid's story. I'm sure his parents.
It's sad.
It's horrible. Could you imagine?
Did he die?
Yeah, the kid ended up dying.
Oh.
Yeah, so here you are.
died.
Here I am, the
Yeah,
asshole.
yeah.
But you could always have more.
Right. Right.
Their coffins are cheap.
That's what I'm saying.
Where they fucking yeah, but
what I'm screaming.
but homeless people are in downtown Tucson are fucking they're a different
crazy.
animal.
Even in Phoenix?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
fuck
fucking
that.
nuts,
Oh,
dude.
dude.
Fucking Phoenix is crazy.
I don't fuck around.
I got lost one time
in Phoenix.
coming from Rob's place there.
Go on, but I keep on forgetting to tell you the story that I ran into Rob. But I want to hear this. But
Well, it was right after they pulled the plug on my grandma, and I had to
Okay.
watch her last moments. And
Damn,
I said, "Well, fuck, I'm getting drunk at this Outback with my
Outback
you know,
Steakhouse.
I think it was an Outback, yeah,
That place is
or
great.
maybe a Red
They got
Lobster.
good
I
fucking,
don't know.
They're all good.
biscuits.
They're
I
all
can't
good.
remember. I was
Distraught.
yeah.
Okay.
I was only drinking.
Right.
And then after that, I called Rob because he still lived there in Tucson. I said, "Dude, let me stay at your place, man." So he hooked me up.
What do you remember? What department was he in? An apartment?
Yeah, it was there on a stone, I believe.
Was it like a high rise, or was it like
no, it wasn't.
3 stories high?
No. Actually, he was in a ground level.
Oh, okay, this is in the same place. then.
No, it's not. It's not. But
Okay.
it's still in the same kind of neighborhood.
Right. He never left those neighborhoods. He
No,
always stayed
he
those.
couldn't afford it.
Yeah, but anyhow, go ahead.
So I stayed there, and I'm all fucked up, and he didn't help me not get more fucked
Sober, yeah,
up.
he wasn't consoling you and like put down the bottle, buddy.
So the next
Here,
day,
have some
I
more
had
of
very
this.
the next day I had very little sleep, and I had to get back home, right?
Right.
And I had no idea where the fuck I was. So I started going.
He didn't know where you got. Why didn't you wake him up? Was he there?
Well, he wasn't gonna fucking navigate me. You know what I mean? Like I had to go home alone.
3 streets down is Walmart.
He's a really rough guy to live.
So
Like, yeah.
So I did my Google fucking shit, and I started going, and then like I guess I missed a turn.
Uh huh.
Like I'm by myself. I need a navigator if I'm driving.
Yeah, you do
know,
in a city. I've
I
seen
do.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not your thing.
Fucks me up
Right.
bad. It's not my fucking
He
thing.
can't fucking handle it.
It's letters, not math. All right, it's English. It's just fucking.
So what? Where'd you end up?
So I ended up in like.
What the fuck was that? Did you guys see that?
No, I'm more looking this way.
Look at behind you. Look behind. Did
What
you guys
is
see that flash of light?
No, it's public cops.
Wait, just keep an eye out over there for a second. Just for 1 second. Did anybody else see that? Did you see that?
Lawrence has been lightning over there. She's seen it.
Okay.
I was
I
gonna
don't think that's
piss
what it
on
was.
this.
Okay, so anyhow.
So I start
Anywho's.
fucking zigzagging. I stop.
Big mistake.
I stopped before like crossing under like the interstate. I could see this interstate. I'm like, how the fuck do I get on
You're
it?
in that part of the neighborhood, or they don't let those fuckers on the fucking freeway in those neighborhoods. They just live
dude.
underneath the fucking freeway.
Yeah.
We're talking like Drexel Heights, like that
Dude, it
area.
was-
Yeah, scary
It was
fucking
bad,
area.
and when I knew it was bad because I seen a lot of people out in their yards, and I was like,
Was this daytime?
yes,
Yeah, okay.
yes, and it was probably like 9 o'clock in the morning,
At least it wasn't.
and
dusk.
there was all kinds of unemployed people in their fucking yards, and I'm driving by them all slow, trying to figure out where the hell I turn off.
Oh, you're a fucking sitting duck.
Oh, dude, and then Rachel's calling me. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" She's watching me on fucking on.
fucking rough.
She's watching
Yeah.
what I'm
Going
doing.
circles.
She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I said, "I'm just trying to get on the fucking freeway." And then I fucking finally get off on the street, and I end up going towards Mexico.
Dude, you're just going all out, dude. You're
He
fucking.
went
Oh, I know
wicked.
exactly where you're. I think I know
Off
exactly.
Ajo.
So, you're talking about 17
He went
South,
off Ajo.
dude. Yeah, that's a whole other.
I end up in Senorita.
Oh, Jesus, dude, in Cerrito from Rob's neighborhood.
I'm like, what?
Turn
the
around.
You fucking
fuck,
hoofed it, dude. But
Yeah, it was a long trip, and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I said, "I don't fucking know."
Just
I'm just-
trying to find my way.
just trying to survive at the moment. Dude, one time, so I used to skate with these guys named Mark and Josh Knife, and I remember one time I was skating with them, and they lived in this like 3-story, like apartment complex, and it was pretty rough. I remember one time stepping out of one of their cars. I went to go like hang out with them at night, and I stepped out of the door of one of my buddy Josh's car, and my fucking barefoot right in human shit. I'll never forget it.
Human shit
In a parking lot.
Worse than dog shit. Yeah.
But I fucking
dog shit I could lick off my fucking
oh,
foot.
yeah.
gross.
Fucking
Fucking hell, dude. Yeah, I don't want either on my foot, but I certainly don't want fucking human shit on. I don't want human fucking turd on my foot. I don't want strange human turd. You know, like I don't. That could be fucking.
I'm gonna shit on your porch.
I mean,
and
I've
just
stepped in my
make sure
kids' shit
you-
when they were younger. They'd pull the
Yeah,
back
and you're
on
like,
me,
oh, that
look at
sucks.
him.
You don't know if this is some.
I would
Oh, you
pull,
don't know. That's like
Yeah, some.
pull some old pranks on you, but the problem is it'd probably get to your kids before it got to you.
Probably that would
And worse.
suck. But they were like, yeah, we they were like, whenever we go inside, we gotta
something.
sneak past
Your rum.
this one fucking this one apartment. It's got a giant Confederate flag in the window, and this guy's got this big long beard, and he looks like a neo-Nazi. And I was like, "Whoa, no shit, yeah, okay, that's not my kind of people either."
Rob?
And it turned out to be Rob Martin, dude.
I was like, oh, Rob?
They're like, there he is right there. And I remember I looked down, I was like, I know that guy. Like, not only do I know that guy, but I just got done camping with that guy. Like, I was like, Rob, what are you doing? You know, he's all like incoherent. Like, he doesn't fucking really ever speak.
Who are you?
Yeah,
Oh, wait a second.
making me look bad in front of my friends. Like, I don't know you, all hammered. Like, fuck, dude. Rob. Dude, Rob's a fucking trip. I feel like we talk about Rob a lot on the show, but like, I don't know. He's a different animal.
He's a different animal. He's always been a good friend.
Yeah, he's a good friend, but I mean,
But
he's kind of a bad human sometimes.
he's also been a bad friend.
Yeah.
You know?
God damn.
He's more needy than helpful.
Yeah, but he's a good guy. But anyhow, so like Tucson, I was always shocked whenever in Tucson, whenever I had my friends were telling me that there's like some neo-Nazi living down the road, and it turned out to be Rob, dude. And like, God damn it, Rob. Do you have that guy's a fucking? Have you met Rob?
I don't think I have.
Really?
Probably not. Probably not, dude.
Did you, so? Have we told a story about whenever he lost his shit at the camping trip?
Which one? Because he always does a fucking
Lost his fucking mind, dude.
You're talking the lake.
Yeah, that was wild. I don't know. Some of these stories I don't know if forever.
Apache Lake.
The Apache Lake.
No, I didn't
Whoa,
hear
holy
about
shit!
that.
You almost tipped this whole damn table over.
Fat, dude.
Oh wait, wait, hold on. Before we go any further, Rob, I want to talk about the fucking the submarine. We haven't got to cover that. Can you imagine how much you say the fucking
It was like $250,000.
$250,000
just
Check it.
for the ride.
for the ride?
Take it.
Just to get killed.
And you got a billionaire and his son on the. It's all a hoax, man.
Now
they're alive.
They're
They're
on
alive.
fucking the beach somewhere.
Why the fuck would you want to go down in a fucking?
It's like
That's scary shit, dude. I wouldn't do it if I had $1 trillion.
it's like me asking my kids to build me a boat and let me go sell
Right.
it.
No, it was being powered off like what one game control like
Dude, it was a fucking $30 controller.
And on that,
$30
if you had that
controller.
kind of money, if you were a billionaire, wouldn't you just have your own built?
Yes, or have it wired. Fuck
Yeah, a certified electrician.
You're gonna go through this
He's like-
fucking company that's only worth $1 million.
Read the reviews on the,
Right, I
Yeah,
guess you're
like-
right. If you are a billionaire, whatever, just build your own fucking.
Yeah.
read the
This is-
reviews on the
this is
controller
why-
they're using.
Right.
This
Garbage.
is why.
Garbage.
Garbage. dude.
This is why. If you're a billionaire, just build your own. Just have your own ship built,
No,
man.
their shit. Kids wouldn't even game with nowadays.
Yeah, that probably it ended that
Oh,
shit.
fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You guys want to go see the
Did you
Titanic?
guys ever see the fucking
Fuck you.
like did you ever just watch YouTube videos of like them giving a perspective of the depth to which they
Oh, yeah.
fucking dove?
Yeah, stupid.
It is gnarly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's 2.5 miles.
Crazy fucking far.
That's. I have no interest in all to see the Titanic.
No, dude, they have 3D scans of that shit. Like
You could see that
why
shit
do you
on
wanna see it?
Discovery.
Yeah.
Well,
Why
they-
do you want to go see it?
Do you think you're gonna see it better in a fucking
Let me
submarine.
$250,000.
And it's not like you're getting out and walking on the deck.
Right.
You're looking at it through a little fucking circular
Yeah, the
window.
pool
An
still
8-inch
has
window,
water.
An 8-inch window.
Yeah. Oh, it's still.
It's rusting.
It's the original
It's
water in the
rusting.
pool.
Fuck that.
I'm glad I risked my life to come down here and look out a circular window at a fucking boat that fucking dropped to the bottom
And
of the
it's
ocean.
leaking.
And it's leaking. And then, like, you got to think about all the fucking problems you got to go through to get out of that. Because even if, let's say, everything went right, you got to come up at different times.
They couldn't,
No,
they couldn't
you-
even fucking
no.
descend right. Dude.
No, you're
Yeah.
not getting out of that.
You know, there's 18 bolts on the front of their big window that they locked them in.
They're like-
they did only 17 because the other one was too high to reach.
What?
Yeah.
No shit.
No shit.
Well,
There's
you ever-
18 bolts. 18 bolts, and their seals were shit, dude. But they couldn't reach the top one. So
the
like,
17th, so they just fucking.
they're like, hey, 17's good.
That's like me
yeah.
putting together
Yeah.
the Mousetrap game by Milton
You got
Bradley.
that.
Dude.
I'm
You got
telling
that
you,
top-notch controller.
I'm telling
you're
you,
fine.
those guys are alive. Every single one of them
Oh, yeah.
are still alive.
Yeah.
That's a story.
Yeah.
Well, there's always something going on. Like for instance, like whenever anything starts getting like,
They
well, like,
never went down.
No.
well, you see the fucking like death note they had to sign. You know, it
but,
seems.
you might die. You might die again, and you might die another
Again,
time.
if you don't die this time, it's likely you could die from this. And if you can't die from that, you can die
Right.
from this.
Right.
Who the fuck's
And
like,
what-
sign me up
And what billionaire is going to do that with his
with
son?
a child? Right.
With
He's
his
like,
son.
"Son,
Oh, it was a grown
in there."
his grown son, but
We're
still.
seeing the Titanic.
Let's take all our lineage down.
Well, you think like they were trying to get to, like buddy, like, yeah, me and my son are trying to rekindle our fucking. Go see Pink Floyd laser show or something. You're not gonna fucking take your
We'll
son
see
to,
the Titanic.
at the fucking bottom of the ocean.
I don't see my son as a future billionaire if this thing fails coming with me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like let's
Yeah.
both
Let's
disappear.
both go.
Yep.
We'll
Yeah.
we'll disappear,
Your mom could
bro.
cry later.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild though. It's wild to think that like
We'll tell her in 5
consumed the
years.
whole fucking and then while that was happening, like there was this fucking submarine thing, and then like what was it, like the Wagners were invading Russia, and then
Well, see exactly. It's
it
all,
just seems
it's
so
all
like
smoke
a
and mirrors, bro.
footnote to like I was like this, and I wasn't trying to take away from anybody's life because those lives are just as important. All human lives important. But when that submarine's singing, I'm like, I hope they make it, but. Guys,
Not mine.
it's this fucking Russia is being invaded. This is like some fucking historical ass shit. And then all of a sudden, like
it's all
the
cover-up.
Wagners were like, never mind, we're not doing it anymore. They got
Yeah.
to like and I don't know what happened there, and I don't care. Like, yeah,
Putin sat down with the captain of the
Wagners.
Wagners, which was a Russian officer,
Yeah,
and told him, "You will stop, and
disperse or fucking
and you will live,
Yeah.
but not here. But not here.
right.
You will live
It's always
out of here,
right.
and never come back."
It's always wild to me like how news works.
Now,
like,
how does that sound like a heartless, man, when he could have fucking just said,
I don't know.
take him off and
I don't know if that's what happened.
Kill 'em
I don't
all.
think anybody knows that that's exactly what happened because it's impossible to say. You weren't there, neither was I. I just think it's weird how news works, how it moves.
Well, they show you what they want you to see.
Yeah. So like AI, what's happening to AI right now?
Oh,
It's
that's just
so
garbage.
fucking crazy.
Dude, they have AI within Freeport now.
Really? What does AI do? What does it do?
There's a kind of email about it the other day about some.
Here, your mic. Can you talk? Your
Oh,
mic? Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
But it said something about AI, and I'm like, fuck this. I ain't fucking looking into this.
Oh, you didn't even open up the
I
email.
didn't even look at it.
What's happening with
bringing it
AI
in.
with these actors though? Do you know what's happening? Why are they?
oh, they're pissed
What
because
happened?
because they don't want any. So AI can go ahead and just use whatever they want to
Right.
and whatever images they want to fucking
And make it look real.
make it look real. But there's a conspiracy behind that as well
Yep.
that says that this strike is going on just to make people think that all these videos are going to start coming up
Of these
them
sex
doing
offenders.
some fucked up shit.
Right. Okay. Because
Okay.
that movie, The Sound of Freedom, came out.
Right.
And that fucking
And all of a sudden,
Yeah.
this comes out.
right.
What's going on?
You know what? It's funny.
They're gonna blame AI, dude.
I'm
exactly.
I'm a neutral guy, right? Anybody
Right.
who listens to the
I
show
know.
knows I'm a neutral guy. But it was so fucking weird to me that the Rolling Stone, I read an article where they were attacking this movie. They were attacking The Sound of Freedom, and they're saying, "Oh yeah, look at." They were like, just the way that they were writing it, it just seemed like it was so. They were just kind of trying to fucking slander, and I thought, who the fuck is gonna slander a movie that fucking
is against child trafficking?
Right. It's so weird. Who cares? They were like, they were kind of trying to paint this picture that
if one child gets trafficked. That's
fucked
fucking
up.
terrible.
Too many.
Yep.
But I think what the Rolling Stone, what this article was trying to depict was that it's this the guy, whoever plays the Jim Caviezel or whatever his character, whoever that guy is in real life, the FBI agent, like he's a very patriotic guy. He's a Christian, and they fucking hate those guys. Like they hate anybody who's patriotic. They hate anybody who's fucking.
Well, then that's your wake up sign for you to realize that. Why is Rolling Stone attacking this?
I was supposed to read. I read musical. I want to hear about albums. I don't give a fuck what you think about this fucking movie.
And that's your sign right there.
Yeah. So I lost a little respect for him. But I mean, I'm neutral. I don't fucking know. I don't know what these guys all could have fucking problems with each other. I don't know. But I thought it was
and
fucking weird.
At the same time, you got California.
Oh yeah.
Fucking voting against making sex trafficking.
Illegal?
Not a felony.
Yeah.
No, that's a lie.
Oh, it just happened.
Is it a lie?
Just happened, bro.
What's the name of the article? Or what's the name of the law?
Just happened.
It's
It's on the fucking news everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna have to fucking look into that. That's fucked up. If it's true, that's fucked
It's not
up.
a felony.
Like they're saying like pedophilia is like all about like their age bullshit. That's bullshit too.
Yeah, we've talked about this before. Like California's,
Dude,
I don't know. I can't.
It's a sick world. I know this isn't the channel we're doing.
Sorry.
But
no,
it's
it's
sick fucking world, man.
It is. It is.
So let's get back to something
California
else.
is a
Did
problem.
you hear about the fucking guy that got sucked into the fucking turbine of the jet in Atlanta?
No.
Yeah, the ground guy. This fucking like,
Shut up.
yeah, fucking zoom.
Here you go.
Yeah, but they said it was suicide.
It's a bird strike.
I was like, holy shit.
Suicide.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, there's
just
so
jump
many
in.
better ways to
You
kill you.
can't jump that high.
No, you gotta jump that high. That fucking thing starts spinning. You just give a little hip hop. And
Yeah, it'll suck you in, I would
in.
imagine.
Wow. I didn't even
it's
hear
like-
about that.
It's like
Yeah, it
the
was so
horrors on
brief.
Van Buren. They'll just suck you in.
It was like so brief. The article, like I read, it was like in Atlanta.
Think he had his dick out?
I would.
Probably.
Like,
If you're going
I'm
down,
going. If I know I'm gonna die, I've thought about this. Like I'll try and
you're gonna get circumcised finally.
yeah, I'm rub one out. Even if it's on the way out.
Fix
But
my
I thought it was. They were like, yeah, it was suicide. I thought, well, that's fucking weird. Like I couldn't imagine a
Yes.
fucking shittier way to do it than that. But
Well, it'll catch the news.
it did for a second, and then they were like, oh, back to
Yeah, I-
submarine or whatever.
I never fucking heard about that.
Yeah,
That
it was
crazy.
real. It was real fucking brief. But yeah, so I think we've covered everything that we can for one episode. Are we good? Is everybody good?
I'm good.
Are you good? Is there anything you want to talk about?
Bones.
Bones. Oh,
For
flies.
guys.
Just refusing to give up.
Saint
Sweat
lunatic.
days.
Hey, and I'm gonna wrap it up with this. Don't you guys think
wish
it's
you had some bug spray, huh?
the
Yeah.
lotion
I
called
don't
Jerkins, dude?
jerking my gherkins.
Why do they call it Jerkins lotion? They couldn't fucking come up with a fucking different.
Dude, it's the best.
It is the best, but
It's so soft.
Jerkins lotion.
You know what I haven't bought in a long
Jerking my
time?
gherkins.
Jerking my
You know what I'm craving at the house is some KY. You know, I haven't bought KY.
Rachel, if you're
in-
listening to this,
KY
I haven't
sucks.
bought KY in like fucking 13 years.
why?
You just spits on it.
Well, yeah. Because the friction gets me off quicker.
All right.
She doesn't want an all-nighter. She wants me off quick, so...
Get some petroleum.
Friction, bro.
All right. I think it's a good. I think it's a good. I think it's a good place to end it.
Let's play some pool.
All right, we're gonna play some pool. Love you guys.